John, yeah, 2-0 defeat in the end. Was it all about those first 20-25 minutes in the end?
Yeah, listen, I'm disappointed, be the first one to say. Disappointed there. I think it was one of those where we were dealt a lesson, taught a lesson in humility. I think that's probably the biggest way to say it. That's what I've said in there. You can't expect to go out and play like that and think we can get anything from the game. Maybe I set things up wrong. I'll take part of the blame there. I think it's a group effect here. You know, it's not just the players out on the pitch, it's us on the sides. What do we do beforehand? What do we do to build this up? So group effort, not good enough from all of us. And yeah, I mean, fair play to our fans at the end there, clapping us off, because I've not said that we didn't warrant a clap off there, because I thought second half we gave it a good go and we showed a little bit of fight, and I wouldn't use the word belief, but I definitely use the word fight, and there's probably other words I could use, but we certainly showed that we were willing to go out and try and get back in the game there. And listen, it's not easy to, after you're 2-0 down, game's probably already gone, you're down to 10 men, so there's probably one or two things you can do. One, just sit back, hold them off, stop them from trying to score again, or do you go out there with an attitude that we need to have, which I hope the people who watched today could see that we had, which is to go and try and get back in the game. And yeah, we didn't score, but I think I wouldn't say dominated, but we were on top second half. Sadly, the way things are, we can't have performances like that. And I talk about standards week in, week out. I talk about standards within the group. I talk about standards with my staff. Today the standards were low. The bar got dropped. The bar needs to be raised again next game. We've got 2 massive training sessions, 2 massive games. We have to win. We have to win. They're massive now. Every game's a cup final. So the attitude now has to be not that we're a winner or we've got a winning mentality, whatever you want. You've got to kill teams now. You've got to kill teams. You've got to be ruthless. You've got to show teams that we're not just a good footballing side. We're a horrible side. I don't want people to enjoy playing as Witton will have enjoyed to play against us today. Their fans will go home thinking, oh, what a great game of football. I don't want anyone who's an away fan to come to us and think, oh, what a great day. I want them to go home and think, don't want to play Nantwich ever again. You know, and that's the attitude that my players need to have.
Yeah, I mean, speed out of the blocks in the start of games has been one of the strongest assets. We scored quite a lot of early goals, but today it felt like it was roles reversed.
Yeah, no, I'd agree. I think we've started games really well, and I'd also agree that today we didn't start well, and that's why the first 15-20 minutes went the way they were. Do I know what that is? I don't. I wish I knew. I wish I could put my finger on it, because you'd obviously do something different, but I don't want to start making excuses for us. I don't think we've got any excuses, to be honest with you. I think today we weren't out of the blocks quick enough. We weren't on it. I mean, another day the first goal probably doesn't go in. It's a big deflection. You probably think you get away with it, but second goal they've opened us up. They scored a very good goal, and a thoroughly deserved goal, by the way. I think they had a couple of, I wouldn't say chances, but openings, and fair play to them. And listen, I've had a good chat with Ben before the game. They're working really hard here, and you can tell that group of players are working really hard for their managers. And fair play to them. I'm not sure why they're in the position they're in, because I thought they were good today. Thought they were good value. Do I think that we're a better side than what we showed? Yeah, I do. Do I think on our good day we'd have won that game? I do, but I'm always going to say that. So fair play to them. They came out the blocks as quick as we have recently. We didn't. And yeah, 2-0 down, it makes it a very tough game. Then you get a red card and it gets even harder.
Yeah, what did you think of the red? I've heard from a couple of fans who are close. I know it didn't change the outcome of the game probably, but even so.
No, I'll be honest with you, I think it actually helped us. I think it sort of got us into a position where we thought, let's go for this now. Let's just get ourselves into it. I'm not going to talk about referees, because I think every manager in the league will probably say the same thing, but the referee's made a decision. We've given the referee an opportunity to make a decision. Whether he was right or wrong doesn't matter now. He's made his decision. We've got to go and deal with it, and that's the way it is. You've got to deal with these things. You can't rely on referees. You can't expect referees to do this, that, and the other. Referees come here, do a job without them, we wouldn't be anywhere. So, yeah, it is what it is. Do I think it was a red? I'm going to say no, obviously. If you ask their managers, would they say it was? Yeah, of course they would, and that's just the way it goes. But listen, it's not all about the red card, it's about the attitude of the players before that, the attitude of the players after that as well, because you've got to take the positives, you've got to think about what we did well today as well, because we are a good side. I think anyone who watched today will see that we did play some alright stuff. I say alright because we didn't play as well as we could do. And now we've got to learn from it and pick ourselves up.